All right, guys, so welcome back into another NBA DFS video. Going to be touching on the small 3-game slate on Sunday. With that, we don't have too much slate impacting injury news just yet, which I'll touch on in this video. So with it being a smaller slate, this might be just more of a straightforward video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So as always, I do want to start off with the injury report here. So nothing too crazy. We got to see if Pascal Siakam is going to sit, because if he does, then yes, that would be the big injury news on the slate that we would need. If he is active, then that really doesn't change anything on the slate just yet. Kawhi's been out for a while. Drummond's been out for a while. Everyone else that's listed out has been out for a while. So no one's going to soak up any usage that wouldn't be expected, or production that wouldn't be expected. So that's what makes the slate interesting. So real quickly, we'll just do it easily for you guys. So I'm going to start off with the OF index here, seeing which players are going to be the best plays on this slate. We got Ja Morant popping up there, Porzingis, Paul George, Desmond Bane, my guy Lauri Markkanen. I like to see that. And then so it's looking like Pascal Siakam is ruled out in this model. So then someone like Scotty Barnes would be a great play. That makes a lot of sense. The next one for Toronto would be OG. That makes a lot of sense as well. So we'll look at the value here. So Christian, he is someone that would be a decent value play. Let's look at the projected minutes as to see why. Okay, 23 minutes. So you got a minimum price play on DraftKings and FanDuel pretty much. And, it'd be a decent play then. Sante Aldama, I guess he's kind of cheap now. Let's see the minutes there, 28 minutes maybe. Porzingis, Gary Trent, once again, with Pascal Siakam out, you just expect the usage to kind of be spread out. Like what happened with the Bucks yesterday, where the usage got spread out and a bunch of players really did well, like Grayson Allen, Drew was solid, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, Jordan Nwora. Like that could be what happens with the Toronto Raptors, as well as that the owner or the usage just gets spread out. The production, DFS wise, gets spread out. Then Marcus Morris, he's been pretty cheap. Monte Morris as well, pretty cheap. Patrick Williams, kind of just a player you can play because he's going to get minutes and production should be there, most nights. Let's look at FanDuel value, should be more of the same. Oh, Reggie Jackson actually popping up there. Don't mind that. Norman Powell, interesting there. He's someone that hasn't been that great this season, and then just more of the same there. So real quickly, we'll look at the ownerships here, and I'll try to give you guys a first look build, although I don't really love this slate just yet. So projected ownerships on DraftKings main slate. You got Porzingis coming in as the highest owned. You got Scotty Barnes and OG as the next highest owned, because, the assumption here is that Pascal Siakam will sit. Jordan Clarkson, I do like the price point of Jordan Clarkson. He's like a safe 30 DK point play. Will Barton, maybe as value, I guess 20 DK points you can get from him. Desmond Bane, I'm fine with. Lauri, still pretty cheap for his production. Marcus Morris, you can play. Yeah, these are all fine. Okay, let's look at FanDuel real quick. So FanDuel, kind of different ownerships here. Okay, so Scotty Barnes, highest owned. That makes sense. Porzingis still high owned, but then we got Paul George popping up there. You got Kyle Kuzma popping up there. Jordan Clarkson popping up there, which I think Jordan Clarkson should be high owned. Mike Conley's a play that I like on both DraftKings and FanDuel. A little bit easier to play on FanDuel. Zach LaVine, I guess, could be someone that breaks the slate. It wouldn't be shocking to see him get hot. I mean, no big surprises here. OG's pretty priced up on FanDuel. Tough to play him there. Okay, so let's just get into the lineup process for this video, and then we'll be getting out of here. So right now, as it sits, we don't have too much slate impacting injury news just yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in some of the top values and best plays for the slate. So we are going to be targeting the Toronto players. They also do have a decent matchup. And then from there, Jordan Clarkson was someone that was popping up a decent amount, so I think we want to be on him. And then I would say Kristaps Porzingis as well, another player that was popping up a decent amount. So let's see if we can fit him in there. Lauri Markkanen, just been extremely consistent producer. He's had 2 bad games. The rest have been very solid, especially given his price points. I'm perfectly fine going out of my way to play him. And now we have a decent amount of salary left over while still targeting some of the top plays on the slate. So let me go back to this and just see which players were else popping. Sente we could go with. Gary Trent we could go with. Marcus Morris we could go with. Let's see here. Let's see what it would look like with Sente there. Decent amount of salary left over. Yeah, I don't really like having too much salary left over, so let's see if we can make something else work there. Honestly, I kind of like Mike Conley just because I feel like he's going to be a safe play. His production has been there the last few games. Not someone that's going to break the slate, but should be a fine play. But I also kind of feel that same way with John Wall. If the minutes continue to be around 25, should be getting around 25 DK points, and on this slate, I would certainly take that. So let's see what it looks like with him and see if we can find a forward that we like better. Not really, I guess, Marcus Morris, but then we still have 700 left over. Not exactly pretty there. Reggie Jackson, maybe. Monte Morris, that's a little bit better. And this is the summary of the slate, guys. It is difficult to make a good build as it sits right now. Obviously, if injury news breaks in a good way, aka if Pascal Siakam isn't ruled active, and maybe we get another tidbit of information that helps the slate lineup path wise, that's what we need, unfortunately. Or else it's more of a guessing game on the slate with a 3-game slate. Now, obviously, yes, you kind of know which players to be on, but price point wise, it's tough to make a quality build. And just remind you guys of the tools that are available. You've seen them in the slider below, but make sure to check those out. All the tools are the tools that you saw in this video as well as the Discord chat that's going to be live before lock. So if you guys need that slate breaking news before lock, which has seemed like every single slate, Giannis last night, we got you covered there. So link to that is in the description below as well. All right, thanks for watching and good luck.